Man, look who showed up during the intro. What's going on, dude?
Oh, 2 weeks in a row. What the hell are we
Yeah, I
gonna
know,
do?
right?
Yeah, damn.
Well, I'm off on Monday now again.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, I'm off at night on Monday, and then I had changed my schedule around for reasons, and well, they didn't come to fruition, but that's okay. So,
That works out. We got you here.
yep.
Hello, welcome to the
We're
Whiskey
here.
Rebellion. How's it going, guys?
It's
Going.
going great.
Good. I'm already drinking. I'm already about halfway through this glass. I poured it right before we started. I like Irish whiskey. I didn't actually drink anything yesterday, so I'm making up for it today.
I did have that Middleton's that I
Yeah, you
a long
posted it.
time
I
ago.
saw that.
Yeah, I forgot I even had it. I was like, I don't even know if I have any Irish whiskey. And then I just got to looking around. I was in my collection of whiskey, and I had that very, very special rare or whatever it's called from 2016 that me and well-behaved James picked up together when we were out. Were you with us when we were?
No, but I did get to sample it.
Oh yeah, you definitely
yeah,
have had it
but-
since 2016.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I remember. I remember that bottle. That's good stuff. But yeah, no, I wasn't there when you guys went because you guys went out hunting or something like that. I can't remember.
Allegedly, all we did.
You
Quite
went to a
honestly,
store and you
it
bought
was
whiskey.
I mean,
What is going on?
Hold on.
Blue snowball. Nice.
I knew that I was 100%
Go
sure
ahead.
that's who it was, but I.
It's old shitty's ringing him.
But anyway, if there was anything I was going to say, man, dude, trauma is real. It really is. So those people out there have trauma. It's real. So
Yeah, no denying that.
Yep.
Never have. Anyway, why don't we go through what we're drinking tonight? We'll when Rob comes back and give us his. You guys saw me earlier before the show drinking Redbreast. This is the last of the Irish whiskey I have at my house, so it made it an easy choice for tonight. Redbreast
Cool.
12 year. I have been a big fan. I think I've had this on or around St. Patrick's Day for a couple of rounds now, a couple of years. So yeah, enjoying it. I like the 12 year a lot personally. I know some people find it a little harsh by comparison to other Irish whiskeys. I never really got that impression from it. And also, like, if you've ever had a high proof bourbon, like, it really doesn't rate in terms of like being too strong. So, but that's me. Gino, what you drinking, sir?
Well, did the Irish stuff over the weekend. I finished a bottle of Teelings off on Saturday. Got into the Redbreast 12 yesterday.
Nice.
I'm kind of Irished out. So tonight, I'm enjoying some Malaman Green, their rye.
Oh yeah.
This is not their MGP stuff. This is their product from down there in Texas. It's a very good rye.
How do you find it compares to the MGP? Because I know you've had both at this point.
I'm enjoying this one a lot more.
Okay.
This one here on the nose, I mean, you get that crisp green apple on the nose, hints of vanilla in the background. And I like to have mine over ice. And so when you add a little bit of water, a little bit of ice to it, brings out more of the vanilla, a little more of the caramel, cuts the bitterness of the green apple a little bit, kind of smooths that out a little bit. It makes it very delicious. And so
Okay.
I find this one very enjoyable.
Well, that's good to hear. I usually worry about like a drop in quality when they switch off of for.
No, I
MGP
prefer this over their MGP stuff. Now you can still get their MGP blends. They get some from MGP and they blend it with a Tennessee whiskey. It's their triple cask and oh shoot, the unabridged is still that way.
Okay.
But their rye, this is their own product now.
Good shit. Well, that's a good
Nice.
recommendation. Rob, what you drinking? What you got there?
So
No, we're
I am drinking some Old Overholt, their cask strength 10-year limited release that I picked up a couple of weeks ago when I was in Ohio.
I like the color on that. That was a nice, rich color.
I'll tell you what, this is damn tasty. It you get the rye kind of spice on the tongue and on the sides, but I'm also getting like this. It's gonna sound weird. The licorice Necco wafer.
Okay.
Necco wafer?
Yeah.
If you ever had a Necco
Candy.
wafer.
If I did, I wouldn't be asking probably.
So that one was before David's time, Gino.
Yeah, no, I
Apparently,
know
we got
exactly what
there.
you're talking about. I can taste it right now. Yep.
Necco wafer. All right.
It's a sweet licorice, and then there's just some notes of some citrus in there, and I'm damned impressed.
Sounds good. I have
Nice.
to find that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never
I
seen
found
that.
it in Ohio. Surprised I hadn't found it in PA yet, because
We can order some Necco wafers from Amazon.
the bottle says "Born in PA, brewed made in Kentucky."
There you go.
They just haven't released that one in PA yet. I got the other one.
Well, they need to bring it back around. Well, good stuff. Jody, what you got?
I'm doing a heavy hitter to start with. I've got some the company Cast Strength is what I'm drinking first.
Oh man. Nice.
And then I'm gonna chase it with the Nelson Brother Blackfire, and it's a 109 proof. Like I said, I'm needing some. I've had a really rough couple of days, man, and needing some.
A little TLC in a liquid form.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it, man.
Little-
Take care of yourself.
Mhm.
Little
That's-
Kentucky and Tennessee hug, man.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's
The Kentucky and Tennessee hug going on.
well, no, he's dealing with his trauma like an Irishman. That's that's what
Not out street
company
fighting.
else. Company and Nelson.
Well-
Listen, Nelson's a
well, you live in the
Tennessee
country,
too,
so
isn't
that's
it?
why.
I do live in the country. I spent most of my time dealing with my like I said, it's been since Thursday. I've had some we'll just say personal difficulties, that have been going on, and
Okay.
so I did. So I stained my deck. That was something to help keep the mind going, and stuff of that nature. And then I had changed my schedule. I had to put in for an academic change in schedule, which is not easy to do, and I did it, and I finally got Mondays off.
He did that just for us.
Yeah, I did it for you guys.
See, there you go.
There you go.
So
I
Appreciate
need like
that,
an
man.
applause track.
I'm sure there is one someplace.
Yeah. I know.
But anyway, it's
Or Gino's bullshit button. But
Yeah, someone's gonna pull that one on that. No.
yeah, it's fine.
so,
Man.
but
Well, I hope
maybe later.
things are going okay. Maybe you don't want to get into too many.
well, no, I'm not going to talk about details
online.
here. But yeah, I'm fine, dude. I'm fine.
All
Just my head is just spinning. That's all. Yeah.
I got you.
Like it's just. I mean, like I said, it's just things you don't understand. Like, for example, we'll take a hypothetical here. This is not the case. I want to make sure we're clear on that. All right. This is not the case. But let's say that you are in a relationship with somebody or whatever, and then all of a sudden they just break up with you. And you're like, well, what is the most normal thing that people would want? They want to know why, right?
Yeah, closure.
And this, that, whatever. And you sit there and you're like, you're not getting a response in anything. And so those thoughts keep going in your head, like, well, what's that cause? Well, when you have trauma, that's kind of that on full blast all the time. Those, well, what if this or this, that, and whatever. And so it's just been one of those difficult times. I don't know if that analogy works for you guys, but that's how I would explain
Makes
it.
sense.
And it's like you're going, well, I hope it's like some other dude or something that I can understand. But if it's something I did, then tell me what it is, those type of things, right?
Okay.
So it kind of, that's, if I was going to put it into, again, it's complete hypothetical. But if you're going to put it into actual thoughts, that's how that mindset goes. And so you sit there and it might just be one of those times I need to up my medication, but I don't see my doctor, I don't think, till Friday. So I'm good. I mean, but I want to make sure everybody's clear. I'm good. All right.
Okay.
I'm good.
We're
I'm good.
glad you're good.
I'm just a little less excited feeling.
Melancholy.
I'm much more melancholy.
Melancholy is a good word.
Just because that, and here's the reason why. It's because if you take the hypothetical that I was giving you just a second ago, you're constantly chasing the story, trying to figure out what's going on, right? And so your mind is trapped in that continuous maze of trying to figure it out over and over and over and over. And so just is what it is. That's where I'm at right now.
Sometimes you just can't get closure from certain situations in life.
Right.
And
that's the hard part.
That is the hard part. But
that's the reason why you have.
That.
That was kind of where I was going with my analogies. That if in that boyfriend girlfriend analogy or whatever the fucking world wants to do nowadays, if that significant other doesn't tell you, and you never know, you're sitting there going, I just don't know. Well, now take that to a traumatic event in your life, right? And you're having that same type of event circle and do all this over and over and over and over again. So that's all it is. So anyway, moving on. Enough about me.
All right.
I'm good, but I want to make sure we're all clear. I don't need my phone blowing up.
What'd you cook this weekend?
So yesterday I made steak and burgers.
Okay.
I know it's 2 meats. But I had a grouping of people here, and some people wanted steak and some people wanted burgers. So, so I did that. I was going to cook tonight, but Preston broke his truck, so I had to go pick him up. What?
I said, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not upset with him. I mean, it's a 1998. It's going to happen. It's nothing that I hope it's going to be too terribly expensive, but if it is,
that's why the oh shit came.
Yeah. But a lot of it has to do with. I think it's just a wheel bearing, to be honest with you. But I think a lot of that is due to our fucked up roads right now here in Tennessee, because of all the potholes.
Dude, yeah,
trust
24 is like a death trap. I
was on 24. I was on 24 the other day, and I thought the same thing. 440 is bad too, and they just built that one again, right? And and I drive a giant truck, so and I'm sitting there going,
it's hard to swerve and miss in a bigger vehicle. Sure.
Well, it's not what I'm saying is I have a lot of cushion in those tires. Those tires are,
Yeah.
You
can bridge some of those holes that other people are just going to hit full on.
Right, but right now, I mean, I went through, or I've seen some that you look at and you're like, they're 5 inches deep easily.
Yeah.
There was a meme. There was a meme that runs its course around here for West Virginia, and it's like it's showing a roadway after it rains, and it's got you can see some of the patches, but you see the puddles, and it's like it's Russian roulette.
Looks like
is it puddle or pothole?
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely like 24, right? It was after all the snow and stuff that we had. It tore the roads up real bad. I mean, I hit a pothole in my granddad's Hyundai that you guys know that I drive now. Like I felt like I was looking up out of that pothole. That's how deep it was. I went down in it. I was like, "What the?"
Dude, I tell you what,
pretty bad.
5 inches deep.
It shook you to the core.
No, she's talking about something else because she's a dirty-minded person that likes.
Shame on you, Jennifer.
Oh, and Jennifer's here. There we go. Yeah.
Yes.
For shame.
Good to see you, Jennifer. Thanks for watching. Yes, she did say 5 inches deep and is laughing about it because
I mean, you know what that means, right?
Because we're all on the same wavelength. Really, she just said it. See, I don't hear any denials. Anyway, it's a shame. Good times.
Well, the cool thing is, I have the best. Well, he's not here right now, so I don't guess he's the best. But I was going to say I have the best. I have the best thing from my trauma, and that is little Chief Murphy. But
yeah.
Who knows where he's at right now?
He's abandoned you.
He has. He's like you and your
dog.
Yeah, that's too funny.
But anyway. So I did this. So we're bidding a piece of business in Northeast Ohio. It's a prep school, and we did a tasting this past Tuesday for them. We won the account.
Nice.
Congratulations.
So at lunch, we had 9 students and 2 student administrators. We did a 7-course plated lunch for them.
7-course plated lunch.
Plated lunch.
That's a big lunch.
It is a big lunch.
It was a big lunch. It was an hour and a half to feed them.
Jeez.
Sounds like my Saturday. I ate like
it was a sample of everything. And then we did a 6-course high-end catered tasting for it's not the president, though, they call him a headmaster. and her
Just
2
Hogwarts?
executive assistants and the CFO of the school. They got, whew. So I'm gonna for their dinner. They started with your basic, probably not basic in most people's worlds, crudité and meats and cheeses and stuff. We did past hors d'oeuvres of main lobster bruschetta, crab cake, a jumbo lump crab cake, and I did these things called it's a steak roulade. We took a piece of flank steak, grilled it, cut it on a bias, and did with like a mushroom stuffing. It's called duxelle. Rolled it up, tied it with this little scallion, about that big, with a little romesco sauce on top. Oh,
Damn.
man.
they were damn delicious.
No doubt.
Their entrees. Oh, I'm sorry. They got a course of a triple cream, not triple cream, really a heavy cream cauliflower soup with deep fried leeks to garnish and a parsley truffle oil. So you had this really, really white soup with this green oil and these beautiful leeks on there. They had a salad of arugula, baby arugula, and a tarragon vinaigrette, shaved asparagus, avocado. There was a citrus in there, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. And shaved parm. And we did main entrees, a cumin scented hanger steak with a grain demi-glace.
Cumin scented. That's
Cumin scented.
Yeah.
Roasted cumin seeds, ground them up and dusted the steak with salt and pepper, seared it off. Triple cream Yukon Gold potatoes, like really, really pure. We did charred broccolini and roasted baby carrots for that course. We did an airline chicken breast. Have you ever seen a deboned chicken breast with the wing left on?
Okay. Yes.
That's called an airline chicken breast or Pierre chicken breast.
Never knew that.
Over an herb farro risotto with baby green beans. Then they got a vegetarian entree, gluten-free.
Some green beans.
They were delicious. A gluten-free entree was a breaded eggplant roulade. It was filled with whole milk ricotta and eggs and cheese and breaded and deep fried and served on homemade marinara. And it was a good, really
delicious. Yeah.
This is like a high school, right?
No, it's college, isn't it?
No, it's a prep school. It's a high school. It's essentially a high school.
Damn.
These kids pay.
We were happy to get cardboard pizza, dude.
First of all, that pizza was still outstanding back in the day. There's no
bullshit. That's square pizza. Oh yeah,
yeah.
When cardboard pizza, dude, it was fantastic.
You seen that woman? It looked like she ain't showered in 2.5 weeks.
Did you ever get the Mexican one
that brought you that?
They called them tostadas.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the best. Love those things. But yes, this is. Dude. I was looking at what the chef who's been there for years has done. He had an article written about him. I mean, those kids eat. They eat very, very well.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Eat better than most of us do. Damn.
Yes, but again, when you're paying close to $70 a year for
high school,
prep school, high school,
yeah,
then that's what you get to do what?
I just said I need a trip. Hey, what was our topic tonight?
I really was.
Didn't have one.
Didn't really have one. I was like, is anyone still Irish? Like, is anyone still rolling through the changes of
always Irish?
I was going to make Irish food yesterday, but I was just like, after spending, first of all, I had to wait for the deck to dry from the stain, because I use my flat top more than anything, my Blackstone, right? And I can do everything inside, but I just prefer to do it all outside, because I use cast iron anyway inside. But I was going to make an Irish meal, but I had neighbors come over and they seen that I was staining, and so they waited till I was done, and then they came over. And I was like, I really appreciate it, guys. They're like, hey, are you going to be cooking tonight? And then, of course, about the same time, that's when Preston asked me if I was going to be cooking. And I was like, yeah, I'm on it. I'll make something to eat. So I did.
Cool.
Yeah, Janie, she did the corned beef and cabbage and potatoes and all that stuff yesterday. So got the chow down on that twice.
Something I've never had that I'm gonna have to look up and make. Someone brought it to my attention recently. Is scallop potatoes. I've never had them.
They're easy.
Well, no, I mean I've looked up recipes. I feel like I can do it, but I've never had them as a meal in my life. I never have. When I used to get them in my MREs in the military, I used to
just the sliced potatoes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheese sauce. Yeah.
I grew up on that shit.
We used to, if I got scallop potatoes in my MREs, I would trade somebody.
Trade them off.
Yeah, because they were fucking horrible.
MREs, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Some of the
only thing good in MREs is
something that can be good and can also be prepared very badly.
Yeah. But anyway, so I've never had those. So it was brought to my attention literally yesterday that I've never had them. And I was like, I'm gonna need to have some of those because that would be good. Need to try them. I've just never had them. I know it's a shame. Everything I cook in the world, I've never made them. So
they're pretty easy to make. The key is slicing your potatoes thin enough.
Yep.
Well, I mean that would be a lot like those breakfast potatoes I make when you slice them, because I cut them really thin anyhow, right?
Yeah.
If you got a mandolin, that's the easiest way to do it. If you got a mandolin, get them all.
I enjoy. It's part of the helps me in the head is to.
With the knife.
Bring down the show tonight. Maybe I need to just get off.
No, dude, you're fine.
Yeah, we all go through our shit. It shouldn't be anything anyone's ashamed of.
No, you're fine, dude.
But
I understand with the knife.
That feeling of doing stuff and like that and staying busy.
The repetitive motion.
Well, it's all that keeps the mind occupied, and you don't have to deal with whatever demons you're dealing with, right? So it's good. So I had brought it up or not brought up. I had it brought to my attention. I was like, I've never tried those. So
they are delicious.
Yeah, that's the boss's favorite potato. Scallop
potatoes.
Really? Potatoes au gratin. Yeah, that's her favorite.
Au gratin.
So my mom's down in Florida, and she I restocked the bar, and she's like, I can't get the top open on this. It made me think about it because you have one right behind you there, Gino. It's like I can't get the top open on the Maker's Mark, this store pick.
Yeah.
Tweakers. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, Mom. I'm in Tennessee.
Take the wax off.
No. It's already there. It just doesn't.
Oh,
she doesn't have. First of all, I'll be honest with you. When I was down there, I was like, there was one night I had a few drinks. And I was like,
no,
I can't. You know what? I'm gonna have Knob Creek 9-year. So
there's been some bottles like that are way harder to open than they really are.
Yes.
Yeah, like you feel like you're getting ready to spill it. It's going to shoot. You're going to shoot half of it this way and half of it that way.
Yeah.
And I worry about a lot of them too because I have the natural cork in there instead of the synthetic cork. And it's like, oh man, I got to be gentle with this son of a bitch.
I did get a bottle of GTS this week.
Nice.
Very nice.
But my buddy White Mark brought it to me.
Cool.
Good old
I mean, I paid for it, but he brought it to me.
He got it to you. That's
he found it.
At least you got it, right?
Yeah.
He did.
That'll be tomorrow afternoon here in Michigan.
Negative thing. I don't want to make it sound like the negative thing. I mean, I got it at, in my opinion, a reasonably fair secondary price. And it wasn't on him. I mean, the only finder fee he gave me was, hey, can you want to have a drink of it? And I'm like, dude, you've had like a whole bunch of them at my house. When have I ever said no?
Yeah.
So there's only one thing that's not allowed to be open, and that's the Queen's bottle. And I'm saving that for a special occasion. Haven't come across a special occasion yet. But at some point I will. So.
No, I think behind the counter. I don't ask the price. I don't want to know.
So that's what a lot of times when people ask me, they're like what, like when I go to, like when I went to the red phone booth, they're like, so I asked for Eagle Rare 17 in there. They went to go look. They didn't have it. I think we ended up getting GTS. I don't remember. It could have been that. No, I didn't ask. I ended up getting Eagle Rare 17. What they didn't have was I wanted to try, because I'd never tried the Wild Turkey 18-year Master's Keep, right?
Ooh,
Yes.
And I was like, when I seen it, I was like, totally down with it. And the lady said to us, she was like, well, you know, it's pretty expensive. I'm like, I don't even give a fuck. I mean, you've seen me, Dave. You've been there.
I know. I was about to ask you how prices compare between there and Ernest.
I walked out of there with my tab pretty much alone was about $600.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know, that night we were at Ernest Barn Hideaway. It was what, $1,100 was what me and Jay paid.
I don't know. I remember it being a shitload of money and being super appreciative of that pour of Eagle Rare 17.
You got the last pour of that.
I got the last pour of that bottle, and that is some shit I will never forget.
Yeah.
I took it. They were talking. I was just.
Well, I asked,
existed for a moment.
I was going to buy all of this around, and the lady came back and said, "We only have enough for one glass."
Yeah,
I'm
one ounce. Yeah.
like, I've had it. Jay's had it. Marcus had it before, and I'm like, Dave, you get it. And you're like, no, it's okay. You get it. I'm like, dude, I've had it. I've had it numerous times. I'm asking you to. I'll pay for it. Just get it. You know. But yeah, so
generous. I forget it.
I wasn't bringing it up for that because
I know, but still,
it would be all the other shit I've given you for free. But
I bring bottles to your house. It just nothing rates, you know. But
no.
When do I come empty-handed?
First of all, for all essential purposes, I know I fuck with Dave a lot, and maybe he just got me in a sensitive day since Thursday. But for all essential purposes, Dave is a great guest when he comes to the house. He very kind and polite to everybody. He will help clean up or definitely eat your food. And he'll also and he'll wait to let you know he has a shellfish allergy until after everyone has their food on their plate and you've made everything with shellfish.
We had that conversation beforehand, and also I was fine.
Yeah, you were fine.
I've actually even had shrimp a couple of times, like a few shrimp a couple of times, to like see what happens, and I've been okay. So I'm wondering if that was like on the heels of like already having an allergic reaction to something else.
Right.
After my surgery, I had that medical adhesive that like lit me up. But
allergies,
I had that too, and
they change over time.
I had a recent tumor taken off my back, and I had a adhesive reaction. I'm like, I've never been
allergic. Like exactly where it is. It's like a giant red like outline on your body where the big bandage was. Yeah.
Yep. Same thing.
I had that right on my chest.
Yeah.
Stomach.
And when I told the doctor about it, she's like, "Well, you can just you can put like cloth on it." I'm like, "Okay, what's going to keep cloth on?" She goes, "Well, you can put your hand on it." I'm like,
seriously, dude. Seriously.
Now that I've got this, what do I do now?
Exactly.
Do I fall asleep like this? Because I can already tell you this hurts just doing this. So how do I fall asleep?
Not trying to help and doesn't care. Yeah, we got it.
That would have been easier if she would just said, you know, I that's on you, and I don't really give a fuck. I've already got your money.
Yeah,
I would have been okay with that response. I've actually warranted that response numerous times.
She said it. She just used different words.
Right.
Boom.
Yes. Like there's been many times, like when I get a like, for example, perfect example. I've gotten an email from students before, and they've been like, you know, I really did well on the test and this, that, and whatever, and thank you for helping me and stuff of that nature, but you are an ass. And I'm like, I can accept that. You know, that's a reasonable response.
I mean, you know.
Hey.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some ice.
All right. That's hilarious. Also accurate.
Yes. Students are assholes.
Dude, people are assholes.
People are assholes. People can be incredible and wonderful.
People in general,
but also like it's like when you remove like the personal level of interaction with people and you're just dealing with people as a general concept.
Yes.
That's what sucks. That's why that's why driving sucks, because you're around a bunch of people who aren't treating each other. Like that's why I say drive like you know each other. Like at the end of the show, sometimes it's like If we acted that way, probably wouldn't suck because not everyone would drive like a dick.
Now, the people
Like-
that piss me off, the people get in the left lane that are passing nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's Alabama. All of Alabama. Those fuckers can't drive. I look. You know, I've talked about this before, and this is something that heats me up. And I'm sorry.
That's okay, man. I'm right there with you.
And I don't know what it is, but I have friends from Alabama. I love the way they vote and stuff of that nature. But at the end of the day, if I could take away their votes and their ability to drive, I would do that.
Take away their ability to drive.
No, I would for sure that. But what I'm saying is, if they said, you know what, we're not going to do that unless you take away our votes too. I'm like, you know what, I'm down with
Okay.
this. Even though the votes
Take away their ability to drive specifically? Is that
yeah,
okay?
because they
you're
don't know
not
how
allowed
to
to
drive.
drive. If you live in Alabama, you can't drive. You got to take.
I know.
public
I've been to
transportation.
Alabama.
Yeah, they always drive slow in the fast lane. And I'm like,
what's up with that?
And sometimes I will pass them and I will look over at them. I'm like, what's going on, guys?
They don't care.
I still think Maryland drivers are worse.
No.
I've
I don't know, man.
encountered worse
DC,
drivers.
DC is bad. I agree with you.
Maryland, PA.
Yeah,
and
DC is bad, but like people in DC,
Come to Michigan, brothers.
DC are going 90
super-
miles an hour while they're
They're
asshole
super
drivers.
inconsiderate. They are assholes, but they know where they're going. Whereas like you have like Alabama, Tennessee, they're not really going 90 miles an hour, but they also don't really know where they're going. In Maryland, they're going 90 miles an hour and they don't know where they're going, and they're also rude as hell. And
wish
they don't believe in turn signals like much of Tennessee and Alabama. And
No, that's a suggestion here.
Yeah, that's those
All right,
are,
so
that's an
real quick.
optional feature on a car around here.
So for Dave, since you're not technically from here either, like myself,
Yeah.
but you know some of these same cities. So I get made fun of all the time here in Tennessee for a lot of things, all right, that related to the way I speak.
Mhm.
So I've learned how to speak pretty slow and slow it down. That way I can have conversation with these people, right? But like there's some certain
He's not
words,
native.
there's certain words I can't bring myself to do. Like, for example, Mount Juliet. I don't see anything wrong with the way I say Mount Juliet. If you can read the English language, it is Mount Juliet, right?
Juliet.
All right. The other one is Lebanon. All right. I'm like,
Jennifer said these people are like me. I think she means she has an accent.
it's probably true. It's probably true. And then you got what's another one? Oh, I'm not going to even say Chipotle because that's one that just gets me too. But there's another one. Hold on a second. So, but anyway, so I get this all the time. They're like, oh, Demon Broad. All right.
Demumbrian?
Yeah. If you sound it out, it's Demon Broad.
Yeah, it's spelled like the word like demon bruin. Yes, but
No,
it's you
Demon
pronounce
Broad
it.
is what it's spelled.
I did?
It's because the last
Is
part.
it BRAD?
No, it's
We're talking about a street in Nashville for anybody
yeah.
who's wondering.
Anyway, so when I'm talking to my friends, they're like,
Oh, she's
yeah,
from
she's
Tennessee.
definitely, yeah. Well, there you go. She lives up in don't you live up in St. Louis? She's like gangster now.
Yes.
But she's from Tennessee.
She's not
anyway.
East.
She's from Tennessee.
So, but yeah, to your point,
There's some rough neighborhoods in
there
East.
is a town not too far from us that the local people call Santa Fe.
Yeah, Santa Fe.
Santa
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Fe, like
or here's another one, Murray.
Santa Fe. Yeah, they call it Murray.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Murray.
it's not MURRAR. I mean AY. It's MU. I'm sorry, MAURY.
Yeah, like Maury. Yeah,
like Maury Povich.
Exactly. Like Maury Povich.
Dude.
Yeah, Jennifer's in St. Louis. Yep. You guys were
East or regular?
Here's another one. Here's another one. Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louisville.
That's the way I say it.
Louisville, right?
I don't know how they say it here. I couldn't even try.
Louisville.
That's probably the way to say it. But
Yeah.
here's another
Louisville.
one here in Tennessee is Shelbyville.
Yeah.
Or Maryville. All of that is real words. Like, but the way people say it here, it's like I can't even. I wish I had someone here that could do it for me.
Oh, I'll do the Shelbyville one because I used to work at that airport and I used to listen to the radio communications. There's
How they
always
say?
Shebville. Be like, this is Shebville traffic. Like the whole.
So they get lazy and just take out all of the words that make the
They took
word.
out the B part. It's instead of Shelbyville, it's Shebville.
Well, I remember someone telling me, for example, I think what they said.
Lebanon instead of Lebanon. Like
It is Lebanon, though.
yeah, no, I agree,
Yeah.
but that's not how they say it.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But one of the ones that got me was so a friend of mine this was many years ago when I was married to that girl that you know, Dave. You know what I'm talking about.
Deer.
You know,
Oh.
but she had me. We were going out. One of her friends lived in Harriman. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where's that at? Like, I'm driving down the road. GPS. I don't even know if we had GPS back then. I'm driving down the road. We're going to Harriman, wherever the fuck that is. I don't know how it's spelled Harriman, but I would probably spell it like air, like, you know, HEIR hair and then man, maybe that's what I would do, right?
Okay.
Harriman. And so I'm driving down the road. I look over at this person's, and we'll call her
George.
No, I want to take a female name. We'll call her because she was my ex.
Georgette.
We'll call her
Bubbles.
We'll call her Alexia.
Okay.
That's not close at all.
Oh my gosh. All right.
And I'm like, hey, Alexia, that we I haven't seen this place yet, but we just passed this place called Harryman. And she's like, that's Harriman. I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, that's not the same thing. That's not how you pronounce that. Can you not read English? You know, I don't know if this was the downfall to our relationship, but it could have been. You know, because I'm like, that's not how, or
that's how it started.
When you go up to Knoxville, there's Farragut.
How do they say it?
I don't have any idea, but it's not like I just said it.
Wild. Jennifer said, "Oh yeah, we have a river in Dyersburg called Forked Deer. We all pronounce it
the Fork of Deer is what it's the way.
Fork-eyed deer.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Forked deer.
Yeah, I know what she's talking about. I have a duck blind on the Forked Deer. All right, but the way they pronounce it is the Fork of Deer.
Oh, okay.
Just saying, she's not lying.
No, I'm not blaming her or making fun of her for that, but like,
I have a friend of mine, Tom Cross.
It does hit a little weird.
I own a duck blind on that river, and it's called the Fork.
Well, she agrees it's dumb. So
yeah, it is.
We got that. We got that. Cool.
I don't know how I got off on that, but I guess I was thinking about things. I don't know. See, this is part. Remember back earlier when I was talking about boyfriend girlfriend thing? You have these thoughts going in your head. This is like what you do. You
have an argument about that.
No, but
so
being,
Tom Cross.
Yeah, Tom Cross is like one of my best friends, or his family is. The Cross family and Tom are. So we'll have to talk about this, Jennifer, at some point.
So, David, coming from Western Pennsylvania, we have our own.
Oh yeah, the whole Pittsburgh East thing, and
we have our own Yinzer language.
The Yinzers.
I mean,
what's a Yinzer?
It's like it's like a
Western Pennsylvania. It's
like you all.
It's the whole thing. Like, what's a gum band? Do you know what a gum band is?
Yep,
I mean, I do. But...
Yes, sir.
A what?
Yeah, Gino.
Gum band.
Gum band.
I
don't even know what you're saying.
Gum.
What is a gum band?
BAND.
All right, I'm gonna do a Google search
here.
Gum,
which is his way of saying he doesn't know, but
that is a rubber band.
Yeah,
rubber band.
Another word for a rubber band is a gum band.
And we don't call it soda, we call it pop. It's all pop.
We're down here, everything's a Coke, whether or not it's actually Coca-Cola.
Whether it's Coca-Cola,
that's not true. I say soda, but that.
Yeah, but you're not from here.
I know it's funny. It's because they'll ask me. They're like, like if I go to say any local restaurant or proprietary place that I may spend some time, they'll look at me and they go, so what type of Coke would you want? I'm like, well, I didn't ask for a Coke at all. I mean, if I was going to ask for a soda, I would tell you what kind I want.
Oh.
And they're like, they look at me and I said, but so that we're here and we've discovered this, I like to have a sweet iced tea because that is the fucking nectar of the gods. That shit's good here.
Yes.
No doubt.
You push a buggy in the supermarket. Yes.
Yes, it is a buggy in the supermarket.
It is a buggy.
I call it a grocery cart. I don't understand that.
These are all terms I learned from like my grandmother.
Hold on a second. Here's another one.
Yes.
Here's another one. I heard this since I've been here. Hose pipe. What the fuck is a hose pipe? Is that my penis?
No.
No, it's not. I already know the answer. It's a garden hose.
She calls it a cart.
It's a hose pipe.
I'm like, what the fuck is a
Take it
hose
from-
pipe? I'm like, that sounds so dirty. Definitely hear somebody old say it.
Yeah,
You know,
a
like,
hose
like,
pipe.
well, if you go out in the yard there, Sonny, and you just get yourself a hose pipe, I'm like, motherfucking woman, I brought a hose pipe here. If I'm still gonna get paid $50, let's do this. You know?
$50.
I'm damn.
That's all you get.
Yeah.
Man, use
All right, so real quick. So say here's another one I've heard recently. If you have a plethora or a plethora, which one do you guys know?
plethora.
Okay. I will tell you that recently I've heard plethora. I'm like, are you trying to say, like, I don't know what word you're trying to say, but I don't think that's right. You know.
I try to go.
All right, real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and say this because this one right here has, I think, may have ended some relationships in my past. Chipotle. I don't even know how they.
Chipotle.
Yes, that's how I say it.
Chipotle?
I say it just like you do. Chipotle.
Chipotle.
How the hell
Right.
is that?
I don't know. I don't even how to, like. I'm like
Chipotle.
I don't know, but how they
Well, at
say it.
least-
But I'm like,
Probably
I'm like it's
Chipotle.
not LAY. How can you end it in LAY?
Hey,
I got nothing on this one. I don't know. Wait a second.
Just being in what I do, it's always been Chipotle.
My ex-father said
So you say
push
Chipotle.
buttons.
But you do have people say
Instead of push.
Chipotle.
Jennifer, that is wild.
All right. So anyway,
Yeah.
I could sit here and talk about linguistics all night. Again,
Oh, yeah.
this is what I'm telling you.
What
This
was
is
really
what
fascinating-
happens with the mind. You just start circling. It's like
But
ADD.
you think, I mean, it's
if you
goofy,
think
but
this
like,
is bad with like the Tennessee accents and all this stuff and the Western PA accents, try New England. That's
No,
where
I get along with
folks
those guys
roll
well.
from. Those people, Worcester, go
Worcester.
find Worcester, Massachusetts. Look that one up.
Wait a minute. I
Worcester.
want to hear you say Massachusetts again.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
So you're just going to leave off half the words, the letters? I'm
No,
Huh.
Massachusetts.
Yep.
Massachusetts.
But look up Worcester.
Well, I would imagine it starts with a H.
Worcester.
Worcester? Ooh.
It's just
And
like
not and
the
not Worcester, Ohio.
Worcestershire sauce,
Worcestershire.
but it's
It's-
pronounced.
Yeah, I know it's like
Worcester.
it's spelled like you would say like Worcester.
It's Worcester.
Yes.
But
it's called Worcester.
Jenny only
Right,
she calls it
so
W
Worcester.
sauce because she's
So
like.
I looked up
"Mm,
Worcester and I
what?"
got a bunch of pictures for the pelvic area. So I'm not sure. if
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah, no. I don't know what dictionary you're looking at, brother, but
That wasn't
You-
the
so-
dictionary. That was porn.
in Massachusetts.
But no,
I've been on
that's
board
the
that
thing
long.
about New
I'm
England.
just
I mean,
kidding,
it's a totally different. It's like
Yes.
wow.
And in New England, Worcester is actually Worcester. WORCESTER. Now there is a Worcester, Ohio, in the middle of
Yes.
Ohio.
it's spelled double- yep.
WOOSTR.
Speaking of which,
But-
I'm gonna get so Lil John liked that thing I sent you guys in the after show, the VIP after show. Of course, David's not a member of it. I'll just send it to David privately.
shame on you, Dave. It
And
was
I'll
a
just
great
not look
picture.
at it privately.
It's not like that.
Oh, okay. It's 50-50 with you. You know that, right?
I had to look for
I-
David.
I'm like,
Papaya.
is this some kind of politically charged shit, or is this
No,
like
but
funny
it
dog
was
video?
PG.
What am I gonna get? I
It
don't
was
know.
a PG picture, so
I'll
Okay.
send it to
I-
you right now,
All
so
right.
it should come.
I got. I
Oh,
got
hey,
out
have
of
you
it.
guys ever done anything
Yeah,
like
for sure.
destroyed a coffee mug?
yes,
Okay, so I don't feel alone in this. All right.
no, whatever it was, I don't remember if it was the coffee was bad or something
Well,
I did
then.
wrong with that. It just went bam, it was gone.
Like everything in it, had to go away.
Yes, totally boom. Yes,
it
sir.
happened to me today. That was part of my all the shit
This
going on in my
one,
life.
this one was a good one. It was a unique mug. It was a handmade mug.
That was it's
One
all
of a
the
kind
same.
mug,
It's like the exact
gone.
same stuff. Yeah, exact same
Yep.
stuff.
obliterated.
Sucks.
It had some awesome pictures on it and stuff like that. And it
Yep,
was just like,
Gone.
it was custom made, and I was just like,
it was toast.
done with it.
There was something that set me off, and it was like boom.
Well,
done.
that's exactly the same.
And I
story.
walked away from it. Walked away from everybody else.
Goes back to whole
Found
Queen's
my
bottle.
piece. Yep.
You don't have anything to celebrate the Queen's bottle. Anyway,
Yeah, let's wrap it here because
It's all beautiful.
I mean, I don't know if we talked about bourbon at all tonight.
Not a
We talked
fucking
about
bit,
what
but
we
you
were
know what?
drinking at the beginning of
Exactly,
the show.
we did.
And the fact that I'm enjoying Irish whiskey tonight.
Yeah, we
because I
did.
didn't
And then we
actually
went
do it
on
St.
an
Patrick's Day.
escapade because of my dumb fuckery tonight, and I apologize.
No,
We're all good.
it's all beautiful.
We're here to drink and
Because
hang out.
the
This
pre-show,
is a virtual bar, right? We're
actually,
sitting at
in the
bar
pre-show,
Yes, it
we
is.
had that exact same discussion, Jody.
Mm.
Well, we're going to talk about this, but yeah, this is not where we all came to that conclusion. This is not where we were going to end. It was just going to be we're at the bar.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
I mean,
enjoying.
it is the virtual bar, and that was the premise behind Dave and I creating this back in the summer, not summer, but the year of the pandemic. And we created this with the whole aspect of, hey, look, I just want to talk about random nonsense stuff that we
This is
like
what
when
we
Dave
just-
would come
That's
over to
what
my
makes
house
this beautiful.
and we would just talk about, we would get into fights about nonsense, and then we get in we'd be on the same side picking on this one dude who is a dumbass. We'll call him well-behaved James. And and we do all this stuff, right? You know, I mean, this is what we did, and it was because it was just a virtual bar. We just want to have fun, right?
Cool.
And
Yeah.
that's kind
That's
of the
what we're
premise
doing.
behind. That's kind of the premise behind this. Is like, hey, you're just getting together with a couple of your buddies, and we got ourselves a stool over at the bar, and I'm telling you my problems, you're telling me yours, and that's kind of where we are. So tonight, actually, even though I brought my dumb fuckery here, might have been like us going back to our roots.
Yeah.
A throwback.
Our roots.
Yep.
Our
Anyway, guys, it's all
by
been
the
fun,
way,
been real. Smash
hang out,
like,
just
do the thing, hit the bell. Ding, ding.
don't disappear. Hang out for a second. I need to ask you something.
All right, you can ask me something when we're done. Love
Yes.
you all.
All right.
All
Peace
right.
out. Everybody be good to yourself. There's a Billy
Be
thing.
good to
That's right.
yourself.
Be good to yourself.
Love you
so
all.
No,
like
no,
each other.
Hold on a second. So there's two things for
We're
Billy.
not on 24.
There- what?
Okay.
You got to
There's two
ask.
things.
I
There's
said
ask
drive
me
like you
something?
know each other, but go ahead.
okay. So there's two. Not on 24 though.
Yeah.
So there's two parts to this. So there's. Let me ask you guys a
I don't
question.
know who that is. Oh my god, dude.
Who is Creaker?
I don't know, but they said hi.
And then,
Hello.
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 and then Jennifer said
Hello.
kisses. So whatever.
Yeah,
All right, so
pretty
guys, it's
good.
been
Cool.
fun.
Yes.
It's been real.
Thanks for
It's been
joining us,
whatever it
Creaker.
is.
All right.
But peace out there. Bye.
Cheers.
Peace out, brother.